Boom, boom, boom. All right. And we are live. There we go. I did it. All right, guys. How you doing? We're going to try not to blow a fuse today. We had a little bit of a hiccup yesterday. We got all this. We got the new camera figured out. We got mobility now. We got Instagram Live pointed at the monitor so people can watch it from Instagram. What's up, Instagram Live? They could hop to Facebook or YouTube if they wanted to see it a little bit more clearly. And then yesterday we thought we were hot stuff, and we blew a fuse in my house. So we're going to try not to have any issues like that today. I got an awesome guest to talk to today that you guys are going to enjoy a lot. Normally I show you what kind of beer I'm drinking at this time, but today I'm sticking with a little beverage called Brisk Iced Tea because I did my brewery show last night, allowed myself a few beers last night during that, and now I'm going to try to keep it a little bit healthy until my birthday, which is on May 31st. You got time to order me something on Amazon. So I'm still gonna have some beers on the show, and we'll have a cheers together. But I'm gonna try to keep it a little bit, not daily. Let's just try, because then what happens is I come here, I do this, I have one beer, and then I'm like not gonna go for a jog or something afterwards. I'm just done for the day. So, anyways, iced tea. Hope you have a beer at home. Cheers, guys. Thanks for being here. Also, shout out. Oh, I was gonna bring it here to show you, but I gotta tell you. Gary Cunningham, my buddy, was watching this last week. I was talking about how there's a shortage on the gloves. It's hard to get them. He mailed me a whole pack of them, man. Thank you, Gary, for doing that. So sweet of you. I appreciate you so much. I was going to cook today too, guys. I was going to do jalapeno poppers, and I got busy today, and I didn't get a chance to prep it and put it on in time. So I decided instead of rushing it, I'm just going to save it till tomorrow. No big deal then. Thank you to everyone who watched the Common Space streaming show last night. It was a blast. We had a really good time, and we're gonna do it again in 2 weeks. So thanks. Kind of exciting. I've got some bistro lights. So I didn't get them up before today's broadcast, but I'm gonna string some bistro lights all around my new little barbecue shack and across my front yard. That's gonna be this week's project. Also worth noting, I am wearing my Gundo Comedy Festival shirt today to pay homage. Normally, we do the Gundo Comedy Fest this week. This is the week it normally happens here in El Segundo. I've been running that for 5 years, something I look forward to every year. And I've been getting all the memory. People have been posting me and stuff in the Facebook memories, and I really miss it. So listen, I want to encourage you because yesterday was awesome. We had Logan Cahoon on yesterday from Meathead Barbecue, Premier Meats, and people were asking questions, and he was answering them. And it was some really good stuff. So thanks to that, Logan got a new customer out of it. Someone's ordering meat from him. He also helped someone cook a steak, and they sent me pictures last night. It looked awesome. Also, Logan's steak looked awesome. If you were watching yesterday and you want to see how that tomahawk, dry-aged tomahawk that he had yesterday came out, go to his Instagram and check it out because it came out awesome. It was beautiful. So, all right, I don't want to waste any more time. I want to bring in today's guest. This gentleman is a buddy of mine. He's a comedian, and he has a passion for barbecue like I do. So I thought it was just natural, but I had to have him on eventually. And I don't get to see this dude nearly enough because he lives all the way in Tennessee. What's up, Mo Alexander? Good to see you, buddy.
Dave, my brother, how are you doing, my friend?
Man, everything's great. Everything's great, man. I miss you, every now and then I get to see you out here when you're in town for stuff and, come do my show and all that. And maybe we cross paths on the road, but it's not enough, man. It's not enough.
Well, hell, we're doing it right now. I know I miss you too, man. You're one of the few people I can actually have a conversation with barbecue, and I don't want to slap the crap out of. So, I love you.
That's it, dude. Hey, so you're in Memphis, and, I have a buddy who watches this a good bit, who's got a barbecue place there called Central Barbecue. Have you ever been there before?
Yes, I have.
Nice.
Yes. I've been to Central Barbecue. You know me who I am.
Oh.
I'm not going to miss words. That's not one of my places to go all the time, but I've been there before.
Hey, that's fine. Doesn't mean it's not good, man. Everyone's got different styles and different opinions on different spots,
Right. No, they have a large population of people who go there. I am just not one of them. That's all I have to say about that.
All right, fair enough, man.
Yeah.
What are your places that you like to go in Tennessee or around the country? Because I know you're like me, dude. I bet you roll into a town when you're working the road, and you work the road a lot. You're a road warrior. And the first thing I do is Google what barbecue place I should go to in that city.
I never Google. I don't ever Google where to go because those people are crazy psychopaths. What I do is I call my whatever town I'm in. I usually have a friend or a comic who lives there, and I say, "Where's the scariest barbecue place you do never go because you're probably white and are scared to go to a really good place?" So I know it sounds racist as hell. It's just a joke, but I ask them where to go, and they'll tell me, "Okay, now this is where everybody normally goes, but let me take you to this hole in the wall. Now you got to bring a gun because you might get shot, but it's gonna be the best barbecue you ever eaten in this state, and I'll take their word for it."
Dude, I got to tell you, man. So, yes, I totally agree with you. But what I normally do if I don't have someone I can call, obviously that's the way it goes. I Google it and you see all these like top 10 lists, but you're right. You can't trust those, but at least gives me a jumping off point. And then Thursday night, the first show of the weekend, normally, I ask the crowd, hey, I was thinking about this place or that place. And you just see everyone's reactions. Like, it's like, oh, no, that place is crap. Or no, I'll tell you where you got to go. And normally if you can't put too much stock in any one person's opinion. You got to kind of like just do it as a litmus test and take the average, or somebody's got to say one thing that kind of clicks in your brain. You go, that's the spot I want to go to.
Right. See, okay, so I'm from Memphis, Tennessee, born and raised, and leave as much as I possibly can. And so I don't know if you know this, Dave, but Memphis has like 150 something barbecue places.
Yeah, I believe it.
Yeah, I mean, not counting the chain places, more than one more than one location. I'm talking about just individual places. So, like you, people always try to tell me, oh, you love barbecue. Why don't you try this place? Why don't you try this place? And that's how we started our BBQ Beatdown show, because someone sent us to one place, and I'm going to name them. I don't care. They sent us to a place called, what was it? The commissary. The commissary. The place called the commissary. They're like, oh, you haven't had the commissary. You need to eat the commissary. It's way better than this other place. And we went there, and we got a sandwich. That's usually a test, just a sandwich. Okay, I'm not going to spend a lot of money on ribs if I don't know you. Just a sandwich. And we bit into the sandwich, and I hit a bone. A huge bone in a sandwich. And I'm just like, this place needs to go to hell. And because maybe they'll get some smoke in their meat then if they go to hell. But it was horrible, and it was like, how do you have a bone in a sandwich? And then we came back here and took some creative substances and wrote a show called Mo Alexander's BBQ Beatdown, where we tell people in Memphis and later on the world where to go to get barbecue that's really decent. And like my main place in Memphis, if you come to Memphis, Dave, I'm gonna take you to one place to get barbecue, and that's called the BBQ Shop in Midtown. I'm not gonna
even bring my gun, dude. I'm just gonna be. I'm gonna feel good if I'm with you.
You don't need a gun there. The owner got one for you. This is gonna be the place to go. It's safe. It's great. That's the place. I took W. Kamau Bell there. I took Billy Gardell there. Anytime that I have a comic in town, I take them to the BBQ Shop. That's the good place. The barbecue place I'll take them to a place called Pain. If you want a really good sandwich, it's a little bit too sweet for me, but it's a damn good sandwich. But I'll take those are my two main places. There's about 5 places I'll take you. It depends on how much I love you. If I take you where, seriously, you are getting the BBQ Shop.
Dude, thank you. I got to tell you, so on that subject of going to the places that are a little bit scary, I was in Cleveland, okay? Mm-hmm. And normally, like, we go out with all the comics and everything, and we were staying downtown Cleveland, and they told us, like, the people who were checking us in at the hotel told us, like, it was a nice hotel, but they were like, don't go 2 blocks that way. Don't go 2 blocks that way. It's scary, right? Mm-hmm. And I'm like, I'm from Miami, man. How bad can it be? I mean, the city's a city. And so I'm looking up food, and for whatever reason, I don't remember if it was a Sunday or if it was a holiday. Oh, I think it was like Thanksgiving weekend, or I don't know, something was up. And a lot of places were closed. And I go, man, I'm really hungry. And I didn't have a car. So there was a barbecue place like 4 blocks away. And I go, oh, man, I started looking at it. And I go, this place looks like legit. How bad can it be, right? So I walk over there, and it was totally like that. Like, I walk in, and everyone looked at me, and it was like I was the first white dude that's ever walked in there in the history of that place. And trust me, it was not a new establishment. It looked like it had been open for decades, right? Mm-hmm. Everyone looked at me, and then they all treated me like I was like an undercover food inspector or something. like the lady, like they called like the main lady from the back, and she came up and she specifically took my order, and but everyone just looked at me like they didn't trust me. You know what I mean? Dude,
So my question to you was, how was the barbecue?
It was not good, dude. They were
Ooh.
definitely like the ribs that I got were definitely cooked the day before. Like they definitely
Oh no.
cooked them and then just like heated them up. And I was like, man, it was probably like a nice little centerpiece of the neighborhood that people came in there, but they did not give me the good stuff. Let's put it that way.
Oh no.
But
if you're gonna look like that, you gotta have the best barbecue you ever tasted, right there. That's what I'm talking about.
you know, especially me, man. It's not like I'm like forget about being white. I just don't blame. I'm asking questions. I'm like, what kind of smokers do you guys have? Like, you know,
Yeah.
like any lunch specials today? Big gold. My personality is not to blend in, you know.
This is gonna sound weird to you, but a lot of places, I try not to eat barbecue in certain states just because I have rules to barbecue. Like my main rule is if you can't smell it from the street, don't even stop. That's the main rule. If I have seriously, if I pass your establishment and I don't smell any kind of smoke or barbecue, I don't need to be in there. And we filmed with the BBQ Beatdown right at the beginning of the pandemic when we were driving down the street and we saw this dude wearing a mask with a smoker on the side of the road on the main street in Memphis, just Union Avenue, and we went past it and smelled smoke and literally had to turn around because that smoke smelled so good. And I'm gonna tell you, this man sold me a $12 turkey leg, and it was the most tender turkey leg I have ever eaten in my life. It took us 2 days to eat this turkey leg. That's how big it was.
2 days?
No, I'm not kidding, dude. He smoked it for 24 hours, and this was the best. I have never tasted turkey this delicious. It didn't taste like turkey. I'm like, this tastes like ribs. What the hell is going on?
You just like you slept with it that night. It's just good night, turkey leg. Sleep tight.
You're cooking a turkey leg.
What? Tell me more about BBQ Beatdown, man. What's the premise? What's the concept? And when is it going to be online so people can watch it?
It was originally supposed to be out the 15th, but because of this pandemic and everything, I had to push stuff back. Everything went crazy because we had to film a couple more parts of the first 2 episodes, and everything is locked down. I couldn't do it. So what it is, the premise is this: I'm sick of people telling me where I should eat barbecue because people are stupid. So I decided that for the first season, for the first 2 episodes, all we're doing is comparing Memphis versus Memphis. I'm taking 2 restaurants every week and putting them side to side together and having people eat this ribs with me and tell you ribs or sandwich or whatever and tell me what the hell is going on here. Is this good barbecue? Is this a bad barbecue? If the person told me I should eat here and it's crap, I'm unfriending you out of my life. I don't need people who enjoy bad barbecue to be my friends. Do you understand me, Dave? I don't need that. If you tell me to go somewhere to have barbecue, and the first thing you tell me, oh, they got the best sides, you don't know barbecue. I don't care about your damn sides.
Preach, brother. Amen.
I don't care if you got the best macaroni and cheese. I'm here for the barbecue. I can dig up my dead grandmother and get some macaroni and cheese. I can bring her back. I got voodoo people who can bring my grandmother back just to make the macaroni and cheese. I don't want to be there for that. I want to be there for your ribs. And don't cover your ribs with sauce and all this other stuff. I want the natural rib. Let me bite into it. Let me pull on it. Let me taste it. Let it fill me in the soul. That's what my barbecue show is about. Because I only know pork because I'm a Memphis guy. We have 2 other guys from Texas who I like to call 2 Texans 2 tables over, and we always put them next to the dumpster because only thing they do is judge brisket. And in Memphis, that belongs in the trash. So, I'm sorry. We stupid. It's a stupid show. It's comedy. It's food. It's real. And it's what we do. That's how we live here.
Okay. And people will be able to see it on YouTube once you release it, right?
Yeah, the show is called Mo Alexander's BBQ Beatdown. Let me show you the logo right here. Right here. That's the logo. It's the Beatdown. Cool. Mo Alexander's BBQ Beatdown. This is a sticker you can order on my website right now to support my ass because I'm on lockdown. Anyway,
well, go ahead and have someone put your YouTube page in the comments, and then that way people can go ahead and subscribe to you on YouTube, and then when it comes out, they'll know it.
It's already posted. Go ahead and subscribe to that page right now. There's too many episodes up there right now that we like to call the short rib because it's like under a 5-minute episode. She just posted them in the link right there.
Yep.
That's all the thing, all the
Perfect.
links you need.
The other one, so you can buy that.
If you want to buy a sticker, we're gonna get more out. We're gonna get Beatdown shirts too. That's all coming out in the very near future for the site. As soon as I release the videos, you'll be able to get the shirts, you can get the stickers, all that stuff right now. Because
Cool.
I have a thing called Mo Alexander's Beatdown Approved. Because if you are a good barbecue shop, I want people to know it. I want your place to be packed every day. I want to be able to call and say, I'm coming down. And like, all right, Mo, we're gonna have to kick 3 people out of the table for you and your friends. That's what I want to happen. Because I don't play about comedy or barbecue. Those are 2 things I am so serious about.
Dude, I feel you, man. You are definitely talking to your mirror image because dude, when I find a place I like, I get super passionate about supporting it, and I get super passionate about making sure everyone knows that's the place they could go. I don't want to keep it a secret, man. I want everyone to know that that place is, pumping out good product. Now, on the flip side, just like you, if there's a place that's doing a bad job, I get so angry. I'm like, why would look, if you want to just like half-ass a restaurant, then just open a burger joint or something.
Yep.
Even bad burgers are still good, you know what I mean? But if you're going to go through the time and energy to make barbecue, do it right, man. Do it right, because you're just taking up space otherwise.
Right. Here's something that pissed me off about my city right now. There has been a local chain of barbecue restaurants in Memphis since the 50s. It's called Tops Barbecue, okay? I'm not going to lie about it. It's not the best barbecue in the world, but if you need a barbecue sandwich at 10:45 at night, that's where you go, okay?
All right.
It's a solid sandwich. It's got the smoke. It's got the slaw. It's got the sauce perfect. Bam. It's a good thing. 11 o'clock at night. What happened, my boy, is somebody bought the chain. Okay, it's been here since the 50s, and someone bought the chain. Okay, I understand business. This thing happened. People who bought it, who originally had it, too old. Let's sell it now. Don't come in and change shit. I'm sorry, but I shouldn't say that. Don't go in and change anything. Leave it alone. If it's been here since the 50s and everything is fine, leave it alone. Dude, I went there last week. Why is there cinnamon in the slaw?
It's one of life's great questions.
Why is there cinnamon? I bit into the sandwich and I'm like, something feels off. Why is my mouth tingling with the spice that I only had associated with nutmeg and eggnog? What?
It's one of life's great questions. Who killed Jimmy Hoffa, John F. Kennedy, and why is there cinnamon in the slaw?
Do not put cinnamon. If you put cinnamon in your slaw, I hope someone firebombs you. Do you understand me? That's what I want to happen.
Too much, man.
I'm sorry. I apologize if anyone actually burns down Tops. I had nothing to do with it.
What are you? So on the topic, what are your favorite sides when you go somewhere? Mine's mac and cheese every time.
I will have to say mac and cheese is probably the best side, but it doesn't matter. That's what I'm saying. I'm not there for the sides. If the sides are a bonus, it's just like this is I'm not gonna be like, oh, this is the worst barbecue I've ever put in my mouth, but your sides save the thing. No. If I have to throw it all in your face, I will. I don't care. No. So
you like the meat with a side of meat?
Thank you. That's what I want. I want meat with more meat. And then if you can put an extra side of meat on that extra side of meat, go ahead and do that. Give me a pork rib, give me a pork plate. You know what? I'm gonna blow your brains out as soon as you get to Memphis because I'm taking you to the barbecue shop and you're gonna eat something you've never tasted before in your life. Barbecue spaghetti. I know. Well,
I've heard it. We talked about it on the stream before.
Okay.
I've never had it though.
Oh no, you haven't. No, you have not. Trust me, it will change your life.
One of my buddies who does pop-ups out here, Dustin Bartz, he does barbecue spaghetti, and it's a popular item, man. But I've never grabbed it. Yeah, I got to get it one of these times, man. So
you got to try. Come to Memphis. I got you, dog.
All right. For people who don't know, explain the difference between Memphis style barbecue and other places. Everyone knows Texas barbecue is salt and pepper, a lot of beef. Carolinas are pork. St. Louis is sauce. What's Memphis like?
Memphis is pork smoked with a lot of it's a semi-sweet sauce. Okay, I'm not talking about it's not overly sweet. You're not gonna kick up your diabetes if you eat it. What? It's not. It's not. It's like it gives it's tangy and slightly sweet. That's what Memphis barbecue is. Okay. Um, if you're doing a lot of people say pulled pork. Memphis is a chopped pork town. If you get a place in Memphis that does pulled pork, they also should be firebombed. It's a chop city. We chop it. You put the coleslaw on top of it, and that's your sandwich right there. And that's how it has to be. A lot of people come to Memphis, look, why you got slaw on it? Because you don't know what the hell you're doing, okay? Because you take the hot warm pork on it. You put the nice cool slaw on top of that. You get a tsunami making right there in your mouth, a barbecue and slaw flavor that is held together by the bun, so that when it explodes into your stomach, it takes over and makes your life a lot better right there.
So outside of Memphis now, where are some of your favorite places to go? I'll tell you mine, and I bet you, I bet you have a place like this where I would work. I would try to get booked in Houston once a year, and the money by the time the flight and you rent a car, because I'd have to rent a car so I could go eat barbecue at this place. It wasn't a very profitable weekend, but I tried to get it on the books every year so I could go to Killen's Barbecue in Pearland, just on the outskirts of Houston there. One of my favorite places, dude. You know why? Because not only was their meat completely on par and the best proteins I've had anywhere in the country, but to boot, their sides were also awesome, Mo. And their desserts were awesome, and their sweet tea was awesome, and their sauce was awesome. They had a coffee sauce that was killer.
Oh, a coffee sauce.
Yeah, like a Java sauce.
Okay, I'd be willing to try that. I'd be willing to try. What's the name of it again? Because I'm down in Houston. I'm supposed to be in Houston in a few weeks. I don't know if that's happening, but what's the name of it again?
Killen's, Killen, and he's got a few restaurants now. So make sure you go to Killen's Barbecue, because he also has Killen's Tex-Mex and I think a steak shop and stuff like that. So go to the barbecue joint.
All right, my favorite barbecue place outside of Memphis that I have driven 2 hours out of the way for a gig to go to is in this small, ridiculous town called Galax, Virginia.
All right.
It's called the Galax Smokehouse. And the only reason I even know about it is because the guys who used to own it used to do comedy shows, and they booked me once, right?
Okay.
And they booked me, and they're like, Mo, we heard about your reputation and how dark and evil you can be on stage. Could you tone it down a little bit for me? And I'm like, ugh, whatever. Fine. And I went up, and I hated the whole show because I did tone it down, because I toned it down. And then I walked off stage. He was like, bitch, I thought you were supposed to be dark and evil. And I just stood there and went off.
Oh, that's like the worst, dude.
And we became instant friends, just instant friends, because they were messing with me the whole time. I'm like, I hate you both.
Oh, man.
And the two guys own this place, and it's honestly the best place I've ever eaten barbecue outside of Memphis. I mean, there's other places I'll go if I'm hungry, if I'm really needing some barbecue, just to get that little, that heroin fix for my barbecue thing. But this is one of these places I will go voluntarily. I'm like, okay, we're going to Virginia. Okay, well, stop at Galax, do this 2-hour little thing.
Load up,
dude. I'm not kidding. They have a mustard-based sauce. They sell a bunch of sauces. I don't like mustard-based sauces.
Yeah, not my favorite either.
Except for theirs, because I don't know what they did to it. I've never asked for the recipe, but every time I go and buy a bottle, my uncle is through the bottle in a week. I'm like, what are you doing? You gonna get diabetes or something? What's wrong with you? Yeah, that's my favorite place outside of Memphis.
I'm the same way, man. So like, even like mustard-based and vinegar-based sauces aren't my favorite, but if you're somewhere that does it really well, then I can find ones I like, Even though it's not my favorite, I can appreciate that this is a really unique or good particular one of those. Whereas like a tomato-based sauce, it's hard for me to find one I don't like, But the mustard and vinegar, if I find one I do like, I'm like, oh, all right.
Yeah, so that because I'm a tomato-based, tomato vinegar-based kind of dude, really. The thing I really hate, and I'm sorry if this is going to offend people who view your show.
No, you're
But
not.
if you, no, I am. I'm about to piss some people off. And I'm not sorry about it. But whatever state you live in that makes white barbecue sauce, you need to move immediately. You need to get out of there. Save your life. They're trying to kill you with some bull. That's not barbecue sauce. I don't know what that is. You just putting mayonnaise on barbecue sauce. Go to hell. That's what I'm trying to say. Go to hell.
That's like a Mississippi thing or an Alabama thing or something, right?
Alabama. It's an Alabama and part of like in Carolina thing too. They were like, here's some white sauce. I'm like, you better get that racist sauce off my rib right now.
You know, that's how it started. It was just some deep South racist, like, we need to make sauce that's white.
Yep, you know.
These sauces get too dark for my liking.
White is right. Well, no, it's not. Get that off my plate right now. I swear to God, no. This is not right.
Well, so speaking of the South, the first time I met you, we were doing a pretty unique gig, right? We were on a show together in a little town in Georgia. Buford, Georgia. And the comedy club was an old church.
Yep. It was run by Terry, the guy who used to be one of the managers at the Funny Bone.
Good old Terry, man.
In Atlanta. And it was an old church.
And it still looked like a church. Like when you pulled up to it, you were like, oh, this is an old South church. Like,
yes. That is an old South church. You know, I was so freaked out because I mean, it's like, are they having church tomorrow? Should I be here? I mean, it was a fun gig. We had a ball.
It was. And you went up on stage, and when you're on stage, though, the stage felt like you were on a church stage. You know?
Yes,
like
it did. I felt, honest to God, because my family grew up and knew a bunch of my family. My grandfather was friends with BB King, and when I sat down on that stage, I felt like I was BB King about to do a song with Lucille. I was just like, this is weird. This is so weird.
But then
it was just like they were right there, and I felt amens coming up.
Yeah. But the vibe was cool. The crowds were awesome. It was a super fun weekend. They had a bar underneath the congregation area, right? And that was super cool, right? It's kind of like a little like speakeasy underneath. And then there was train tracks that ran right like from here, me to the camera. There's train tracks that went right by. And the train came through like once an hour. So you and I would look at each other before every show and be like, all right, is the train going to come through on my set or your set? And you'd be in the middle of a joke, and then you just, the walls would start shaking a little bit. You go, meh, meh. You have to just sit there and wait for it to go. And then just be like, all right, Polar Express is gone. Let's keep going with the show.
Let's do this. And here's the funny thing. The next week, Ron White just came in and just showed up and did a set.
Wow.
He lived like 10 minutes from where we were. He just came in town and just did a set. He was like, I'm bored. Let's go play in the church.
Oh, well, probably for the best. You and I were probably going over our time, I'm sure.
Oh, yeah, definitely. Every night.
And so, all right, speaking of the Bible Belt, you just had a project that involves that, right?
Yeah. At some point this month, it was the whole pandemic has screwed everything up. Because I filmed a show for Amazon called Punching Below the Bible Belt, which is a stand-up series. It's like 5 or 6 shows. I'm the final comic on the final show, and it's as many dark and twisted evil comics as you can think of that would probably have someone protest us do these shows. And it's airing very shortly on Amazon. It's gonna be awesome. I'm very proud of that set. I was proud of my Kevin Hart set, but this one I'm just like, oh yeah, y'all weren't ready. Y'all weren't ready for this show because the looks on people's faces in the audience, they were just like, we didn't expect you to do that. I'm like, yeah, no, you didn't. Let's go.
And that's Comedy Central's Heart of the City is the Kevin Hart show you're talking about that you were on.
Sir.
That's awesome.
Yes, sir.
So I was calling my dog over. That's great, man. Well, good luck, dude. I hope it comes out sooner rather than later. I can't wait to see it. Let me see if we have any.
I'll put it everywhere. As soon as it comes out, I'm putting that everywhere because I'm very proud.
All right, we'll share it, and then we'll have you back to promote it. I'm just looking to see if I have any comments worth sharing here. Okay, good. You guys put the links up where you can get the stickers, and also all your social media is awesome. So I hope people go there and do that. What's up, Ken? How are you, buddy? Good stuff, dude. Well, listen, Mo, when I come there, you're going to take me to the barbecue shop?
The barbecue shop. Yes, sir. That's what I'm going to take you.
When you come out here, you know where I'm going to take you for a meal?
Your front yard.
Maybe over here? I don't know. Or maybe mixing it up, we'll come over here. I don't know. Which one should we go?
Dave.
You see this big boy?
Dave, I didn't know you had it like that.
We ain't messing around, dude.
No, you're not.
And let me tell you something. I don't put cinnamon in my coleslaw.
You bet. I'll burn your house down. I will burn your house down.
Don't do that, dude. Oh, I love you, Mo, man. Thanks for being here, buddy.
You, hey, man, thanks for having me on here tonight. This is a very cool show you got right now.
100%. I do it every day, so I'll have you back another time, and we'll talk more barbecue because I'm sure there's plenty of stuff we haven't touched on.
Oh, yeah. We haven't even talked about the wings yet. So, yeah, we definitely going to do this again.
Deal, dude. All right, man. Air hug. Love you, buddy. Stay safe, all right, man? I'll see you when we get start touring again.
Having me. I'm out. See you later on.
See you, boss.
Peace.
Mo Alexander, guys. Go in the comments. Follow him on all his social medias. He's a great dude. Funny guy. I've had a blast doing shows with him every time I've been. I did the San Francisco Comedy Festival with him. We both made it a couple rounds in, so we got to spend a couple weeks together in San Francisco, competing all around the San Fran area. That was a really good time too. So I think that's it, guys. We're gonna call it. I'm gonna be on a live stream with Ian Bagg here at 7 o'clock. I gotta go get ready for that, and we'll be back tomorrow. Have a good night. Thanks, everybody. And thanks again, Gary Cunningham, for my gloves. I appreciate you, buddy. You're the man, dude. Been getting lots of nice gifts lately. Have a good one, guys. Take care.